What's on, guys? Your boy GD. Hope you guys doing alright, and if you're, make sure to like, subscribe, look comment below, let me know what you thought about the video. You guys know what to do. Okay, so yeah, after anything, but I can't even speak anymore. What I was saying is, what we're actually going to be doing today, we're actually going to be doing a tier list. Now, if you don't know what a tier list is, I don't know how you don't know unless you literally just been born. Basically a tier list is what a tier list is. You just put everything like in a list of what's like better to worse, and just completely based on your opinions and the facts, you know. So what tier list gonna be doing today? I thought it would be interesting if we make a tier list about superpowers. Now, the reason why I want to do this because there's a lot, and I mean a lot of talking when it comes to superpowers. Like there's super strength, speed, laser eyes. They all have their benefits and they all have their downfalls. And I'm here to talk about those benefits and downfalls. Now, mind you, I'm not a professional. I don't have superpowers myself, even though I would love to have superpowers. But I sadly don't have any superpowers. I am super powerless. Now, but I'm gonna go off by the things I know and how I would utilize them and the usefulness of actually having them in general society. So let's get started. Now, airbending. Now, airbending, if you don't know, pretty good. It's from the Avatar. You basically control air, able to shoot at people, but like thrusting your hand forwards. Pretty good superpowers, and if I'm not wrong, you're able to fly with airbending. So when it comes to airbending, not gonna lie, I'ma put it at S. Not the best, actually, you know, I'll put it at A, because you know it's not the best. It's not the best, but it's definitely it has its uses. No, now this here, now I'ma put this at B. Now when it comes to earthbending, right, it has its uses also, right? It has its uses, it is useful, but it's mainly like an ecological thing. Like if you're trying to like move things or just trying to like destroy things, it has a lot of destructive capabilities. But when it comes to general life, I won't say it's exactly useful like it is compared to airbending. Now, energy manipulation. Now when it comes to energy manipulation, I'm gonna put it in S. You know why I'm gonna put it in S? Because I don't know who this person is in the picture, but if I'm thinking what I think it is, right, because I'm thinking more like plasma energy, just like energy in general, like electricity and stuff like that. It doesn't specify what energy it is, just as it says energy manipulation. So if we're talking about that kind of stuff, very useful. You know what? I'll be able to charge my phone with a fingertip like that, right? Boom, 100% already. I'll be able to literally just like fly about, able to like, I don't know, do some other crazy shit with my powers. I'm like, bro, I'll be like Palpatine, just power. You know what I mean? So like, I'm not gonna lie, very useful. It definitely probably has its uses, and so yeah, I'm gonna put that in S because it is a busted power to have. Now, firebending. I'm gonna put it at B. You know why? Because firebending, even though it's mainly for destructive purposes, it has its uses when you go for a barbecue. You know why? Because you won't have to rely on gas, you won't have to rely on matches, you won't have to rely on oil. What you're gonna have to rely on is your own firebending powers. You're able to cook up that steak, that chicken at the perfect degree of fire. You'll be able to make the best barbecue in the world. I'm saying right now, bro, Gordon Ramsay will be jealous of us. I'm telling you right now. So firebending when it comes to cooking. Now flight. As when it comes to these powers, when it comes to comparing these powers, I'm gonna put it at C. Flight, not bad power, not a bad power at all, which is why I'm putting it at C. But flight is just flight. You're just able to fly. You're able to fly anywhere. But this isn't gonna stop you from getting shot down. You know what I mean? Because there's plenty of things like I'm flying around this world, and I haven't stopped them from getting put down. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna put this at C. It's mainly just for traversing places. Not traversing, sorry, I mean flying around places. Now, immortality, I'm gonna put this at D. Now listen, put the pitchforks down, put the fire down, listen to me. you must realize that immortality isn't a power, it's a curse. Now, if you're small brained and you think, oh, immortality is a power, because oh yeah, you're immortal, you're durable, you'll be able to live forever. Now, that's the problem here. You can't die. Listen, I don't care who you think you are, you're human, alright? There's a limit when it comes to your brain. Because everyone around you that you care for, even a little bit, is going to die, is going to deteriorate, is going to get destroyed eventually, because everything has a limit. Everything, except from you from now on. So no matter who you are, no matter what you do, the world is going to eventually get destroyed. The sun is going to blow up. The end of the universe will come, and you will have to live through that for millions and billions and trillions and quintillions of years, having to live through everything. While not even having any human contact, we probably won't even be able to speak anymore. Just because you're immortal doesn't mean like you have complete resilience when it comes to mentality. You'll probably just be dead brain by the end of the universe, you know what I mean? So yeah, so I'm gonna say this now: immortality, a curse. It's not something that you want, alright? Unless you have a way to actually like die, you know what I mean? Because you don't want to live forever. Sure, it'll be cool to actually be able to control when you want to die, but if you don't have control over that, not worth it, you know what I mean? So hello, I'm invisible. Okay, so invisibility. Now invisibility, you know what, I'm gonna put it at so I'm gonna put it at C. Now, unless you're a kinky bastard, unless you think you are, I know what kind of man you are, I'm putting this shit at C. Alright, invisibility, cool power. You're able to do a lot of cool stuff with it. You're able to go into banks, get the money and walk out. But here's the thing. Now, it depends how the invisibility works. Does it mean your clothes are invisible? Because what, I'm going to be wearing the full suit, right? All like nice and that. Then will I be able to turn that full suit invisible? Or do I have to walk around butt-ass naked all the time? You know what I mean? Like, bro, I'll be cold. I'll be shivering. I'm going to get a bunch of verrucas on my foot. Like, because I'll be walking out. Like, I get a bunch of cuts on my foot also, because I'll be walking on stone on the ground and stuff like that. It's not like there isn't any point to be invisible inside the house. You know what I mean? So when it comes to invisibility, it's a touchy thing. So if I do have the ability to actually make my clothes invisible and the things around me invisible, then yes, very good superpower, very good for a thief. Like if you want to steal something, take something, maybe even for an assassin, something like that, or maybe like get information, stuff like that. Very useful ability. But if you're just invisible and you're not able to do anything about it, you're not even able to turn it off, bro, that's a curse. I mean, it's definitely more useful than immortality. Like, immortality is just straight curse, not very nice, but invisible, I'll take invisibility over immortality, because you'll at least be able to, like, end your suffering, you know what I mean? So, laser beams now. Laser beams, I'm gonna put them at C. Listen, I don't care, alright? I don't care about shooting lasers out of my eyes, alright? It was cool back in the 80s and 90s whenever it first came out, but not anymore. It's nearly useless unless my laser beams are able to cut through planets. I'm not interested, alright? Like, I can literally just use firebending or energy manipulation, which is just so much better, because bro, I can literally just like, well, I'm gonna be doing laser beams, right? I can do some precise cutting. Like, bro, I'm not a doctor, right? If you're a doctor, I can see why it would be a nice use for you, but I'm sadly not a doctor, so I won't have any use for these kind of powers unless I'm trying to kill someone. Magic. Now, magic, I'm gonna put it at S. Now, if we're talking magic, like the Sorcerer Supreme, alright, then yes, very useful, because when it comes to magic, there isn't exactly a limitation, because we're not being specific over here. But if we're talking about magic in general, bro, you're basically a god at that point, because you're able to control death, able to bring back the dead, you're able to like make yourself immortal, alright, but not in a bad way, you know what I mean? Just able to make immortal in your own way, but you can still be able to get killed. You're able to literally just like spawn food in front of your palm. You're able to do fire, you're able to do wind. You basically have everything. Even super strength, there's enhancement magics for your strength and speed. So yeah, magic S tier. You know what? I'm gonna put in this above energy manipulation right there, like that. So actually, let me sort this out. Firebending there, yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty good, and that's okay. So everything is sorted out in the list. Right? So now shapeshifting. Now I'm gonna put this at A behind airbending. Now you know why? It's a very close thing. Honestly, I might say they're the same. The reason why I'm saying shapeshifting is because shapeshifting can be very useful. When it comes like shapeshifting, you can turn yourself into a bird, a tiger, a mole, a mouse, a dog, and just like basically you're able to get any trait of any living thing. Because shapeshift doesn't exactly mean limited to the animal kingdom. We're talking like Beast Boy when he's literally able to shift into demons. Like, bro, you're busted. Like, you're too strong. You're able to shift into anything other than your own kind. Like, bro, I'm thinking about like Prototype, if you know the game. You're able to make your arms into weapons like Venom in the movie and shit. Like, bro, it's busted. It's a really good ability. It has its uses. Like, it's not something to be underestimated. But it's complicated. It's complicated from what I've seen. So airbending seems more simple and straightforward to use, and basically has more general use than shapeshifting, because I won't have to turn into animal to actually do a certain task, you know what I mean? So that's why I'm putting airbending a bit more forward, and that's why I'm putting shapeshifting just behind it. So now super speed. So super speed. Now, if we're talking about the Flash, which I'm guessing from the picture, then alright, S. Like, I'm not sure if it's above magic. No, magic as a lot is pretty limitless. Like, there isn't a limit when it comes to magic. I'm gonna put it just behind magic. When it comes to super speed, you're basically able to control time at that point. Because when it comes to super speed, like the Flash, you're able to go back in time, change your choices, change the future, able to do pretty much anything you want. Not only that, you're faster than anyone. You know what I mean? Like, anything will be like stopped to you. So if there's any threat, anything at all, you just super speed, get everyone out of the area, and then just like stop and like bring the bomb or whatever is threatening you to like middle of the sea, and bam, threat gone. You know what I mean? If we're talking about the Flash super speed, then yes. We're talking about like normal super speed, then no, it's not worth it. But I'm being specific here. We're talking about Flash super speed. So no, super strength. Now, when it comes to super strength, a very cool superpower, very cool. I'm gonna put it behind Earthbending. You know why? Because then it has more of its uses. And super strength, well, it's just super strength. So I'm just able to lift heavy. Like, there's nothing really special about it. Like, I'll be able to go into boxing matches, able to win anything that includes brute strength. But what happens, right? What happens when that super strength isn't able to deal with a certain situation? You know what I mean? Like, if I'm under a certain time and then the enemy is over there, I'm just gonna jog at the enemy while the enemy is actually just getting away. Like, what am I gonna do? The only thing I can do is trying to pick up like a big rock and throw at them. Like, super strength has its limits. It's useful. It definitely has its uses. I'm not gonna say it doesn't have its uses. I'm not gonna say it's a bad power, because I would like to have super strength, but it has its limits. It has its limits, and it also depends if I'm actually able to control my super strength. If I'm not able to control my super strength, then I'm basically a danger to society and a danger to myself. Because you got super strength doesn't mean you got super durability. There's a difference between that. There's a difference, and you need to be careful with that. So telekinesis now. Telekinesis. Let me think here. I'm gonna put that above. I'm gonna put that above airbending. Above airbending. I'm not gonna put it at S tier, but I'm gonna put it behind airbending, because when it comes to telekinesis, you're able to pick up anything with your mind. Pretty much anything, man. I'm guessing there isn't a limitation when it comes to the weight. So unless you're trying to pick up and like move an entire planet, I'm guessing there isn't much of a limit. So when it comes to telekinesis, you're able to literally just pick up yourself and fly anywhere. On top of that, you're able to pick up anything around you multiple times without breaking a sweat. So literally, I wouldn't even have to move. I can just do this. Like, here I am now, right? And I can just go and just get my bottle from over there that's just under that camera, and just like, yeah, come in here, I'm thirsty, right? You know what I mean? So like, I won't be able to mess up anything. You know what I mean? Like I could just constantly have that thing going. I won't even. I probably have this will be like second nature within days. You know what I mean? Like telekinesis, busted power, not something to be underestimated. Teleportation. Now, teleportation, a tricky power, because we're gonna be specific what teleportation we're talking about here. Is it like normal teleportation, where you're just able to teleport yourself one area to another just like that, like instant transmission, or are we talking about teleportation with a portal, where you put a portal in one area and a portal in another area? Because if we're talking like that, then it's a bit of an issue. Because the first, right, because when it comes to the first option, which I said like instant transmission, stuff like that, I'll only be able to teleport myself. I won't exactly be able to teleport the things around me, you know what I mean? I'm guessing there's a limit. The teleportation only implies yourself. But if we're talking about placing one portal on another portal, then another issue arises. Yeah, sure, you'll be able to move one thing to another place, including yourself, but you have to get to that other place first after you place the portal and keep it there. So like, you won't able to place a portal and it automatically goes to that other area, unless it is like that. If it is like that, very busted power, very good power, but I'm guessing it isn't from the picture. I'm guessing we're talking about like the game Portal. But so because of that, I'm gonna put it just above firebending, if we are talking about that. But because it has its uses, but it does have its limits. So time control, like magic, as I said, still busted. You're able to control time with magic also. But time control also busted power. You basically got like an enhanced super speed. That's basically what time control is. It's busted. You're able to go back, go into the future, the past, control anything, the timelines. Right, time control busted. Now, the underwater breathing, bro. With all due respects, right? You know what? No, I'm being mean. I'm gonna put it above invisible and laser beam, because underwater breathing has its uses, but in the same time it has its limits. Because it doesn't, just because I'm able to breathe underwater doesn't mean I'll be able to handle the pressure of the water. I won't be able to go too deep, but I'll be able to go under the ocean. So I'll be able to get like a cool ass job with this superpower. Now, waterbending. If you've seen the show, not exactly super useful. I'm gonna put it at. No, you know what, I'm being mean here. I'm gonna put it just above underwater breathing, because water breathing has its uses, but it's water. You're not able to do much with it unless you literally yourself able to become the water. You know what I mean? But if you're just able to move water and just splash it around stuff, not exactly useful. Now, X-ray vision. Again, I'm not a doctor, right? But I'll definitely put it above. I'm gonna put it above invisibility, laser beam, and immortality. So it has its uses, but I'm not a doctor, because it's a very specific superpower. So this is my tier list. What do you guys think of my tier list? If you guys agree with me, then good, put it down in the comments. If you don't agree with me, also put it down in the comments and explain your reasons why. But I don't see a reason why I would change any of this, because I've explained my reasons. But if you're able to actually convince me, I'll admit I am wrong, and I'll agree with you. I'll agree with you. I'll agree with you if you prove me wrong. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy this tier list, and yeah, let me